after midnight. Seas 1 foot or less.
Okay. So it is currently September 3rd. By the time I'm filming this segment, I have been slacking to film this part of this compilation. I finished editing it a couple days ago and just now getting to doing this. But as you can see, conditions are quite decent. A few clouds, but conditions are decent. Kind of muggy too, but however, wasn't like this a couple days ago, about last week or so. Yeah, I was a lot different then. So for those of you that have been living under a rock, I'm gonna give you a little insight as to what happened last week or the past couple days ago at the least. Hurricane Idalia formed in the Western Caribbean Sea about August 25th or so, and meandered in the Western Caribbean Sea, Western Cuba, and the Yucatan Peninsula for a couple days. And then about beginning of last week, about Monday, it started to go north. And then it went up north and it hit the Big Bend of Florida. And according to record books, an event like that has never happened before. There's in recorded history. Quite insane at the least for them, as we went through a similar event just last year, and we are already approaching the 1-year anniversary since Hurricane Ian hit the area. That's insane that it's nearly a year ago since we had that. But we're not talking about that now. We're talking about last week with Idalia. So, with any tropical system, you get tornado warnings.
The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a tornado warning for. The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a tornado warning for.
You get, although with the last couple tropical events, I didn't get this many of these, but I got a lot of special marine warnings too. And there were some severe thunderstorm warnings in the state, but weren't for my area, like around my area at the least. But we did get our fair share of tropical weather-related alerts.
A tropical storm watch has been upgraded to a tropical storm warning for the following counties in Florida. A hurricane watch has been upgraded to a hurricane warning for the following counties. Its hurricane warning has been replaced by a tropical storm warning for the following counties in Florida.
For me, I would say this event was kind of interesting, at the least. Not very scary than last one, but pretty interesting. And I think because of the historicity of this event, of it hitting an area that no major hurricane has ever hit before, like the Apalachee Bay area, I think this event warrants a title that I started about over a year ago. So I think it's time to witness the next installment of the Absolute Mania Series. Prepare yourselves. The mania will be breaking loose for the 3rd time, and for the first time since Hurricane Ian, the first time with the new county system, and the first time since moving into our new apartment, which we've been here for about 8 months now. So, yeah. Prepare yourselves.
issued a special marine warning for Charlotte Harbor and Pine Island Sound. Coastal waters from Bonita Beach to Englewood, Florida out 20 nautical miles. Coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida out 20 nautical miles until 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 4:56 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, strong thunderstorms were located along the line extending from near Sarasota Bay to 7 nautical miles north of Venice to near Don Pedro Island, moving west at 10 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar. Impact, expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly high waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include Englewood, Longboat Key, Venice Inlet, M4 Reef, Siesta Key, M7 Reef, M17 Reef, Big Sarasota Pass, M5 Reef, M1 Reef, Sarasota Bay Heart Reef, M6 Reef, M9 Reef, M15 Reef, Minnesota Key, Venice, Lynn Silvertooth Reef, M10 Reef, Sarasota Bay, and Bob Johnson Reef. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. A storm surge watch is in effect and a hurricane watch is in effect for the following counties. In Florida, coastal Citrus, coastal Hernando, coastal Hillsborough, coastal Levy, coastal Manatee, coastal Pasco, coastal Sarasota, inland Citrus and Pinellas. Hurricane watch is in effect for the following counties. In Florida, inland Hernando, inland Hillsborough, inland Levy, inland Manatee, inland Pasco, inland Sarasota and Sumter. A storm surge watch is in effect and a hurricane watch is in effect for the following counties. In Florida, coastal Citrus, coastal Hernando, coastal Hillsborough, coastal Levy, coastal Manatee, coastal Pasco, coastal Sarasota, inland Citrus and Pinellas. A hurricane watch is in effect for the following counties. In Florida, inland Hernando, inland Hillsborough, inland Levy, inland Manatee, inland Pasco, inland Sarasota and Sumter. A tropical storm watch is in effect for the following counties. In Florida, DE Soto, Hardee, inland Charlotte, inland Lee and Polk. A storm surge watch is in effect and a tropical storm watch is in effect for the following counties. In Florida, coastal Charlotte and coastal Lee. National Weather Service in Alaska has issued a special marine warning for Charlotte Harbor and Pine Island Sound. Coastal waters from Bonita Beach to Englewood, Florida out 20 nautical miles. Waters from Bonita Beach to Englewood, Florida out 20 to 60 nautical miles until 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 6:06 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, strong thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 17 nautical miles northeast of Captiva to 7 nautical miles northeast of Sanibel to near Fort Myers Beach, moving west at 15 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar. Impact, expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly high waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. All on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include Gasparilla Island, Captiva, Sanibel, and Fort Myers Beach. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast issued 2 p.m. Sunday, August 27th, 2020. Listening area for the fall.
Come join To see, learn, and do.
To here, that's what we're concerned. So, only the WWG-59 radios will be lighting up for hurricane warning, and the WXK-83 radios will be lighting up tropical storm warning. Which means that Sanjian over there is going to be really loud when it goes off. And we wait. MFL's going off already. Let's see if I can go get him. See if I can get it. MFL's going off already. Probably missed it by now.
This morning, your 60 close to Florida on Wednesday. Maximum sustained winds on your 65 miles.
I probably already missed it.
Kilometers an hour with higher gusts. Idalia is forecast to become a hurricane.
But yeah, you get the idea. Alright, we just wait for TBW now. Here we go.
Coastal Manatee, Coastal Pascal, Inland 60 and Pinellas.
WWT-59. WC-3 is done. Here goes the TRW.
To a tropical storm warning for the following counties. In Florida, DE Soto, Hardee, Inland Charlotte, Inland Lee and Polk. The Sarasota Bradenton climate summary for yesterday.
Alright, that's it.
2023. Yesterday's high temperature was 96 degrees. This high was 5 degrees above the normal high of 91. The record high is 97 degrees.
There's Hurricane. This only went off with a hurricane warning. You can hear my computer going nuts. That's insane. Really? It's the back button. Sorry, I'm having trouble. It's been a long time since I pressed all the buttons on these. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. Alright, that should be it. And then probably a tropical storm warning for coastal Charlotte and coastal Lee.
A hurricane watch remains in effect for the following
Let's see if that happens.
In Florida, inland Hernando, inland Hillsborough, inland Levy, inland Manatee, inland Pasco, inland Sarasota and Sumter. A storm surge watch has been upgraded to a storm surge warning. And a hurricane watch and tropical storm warning are both in effect for the following county: coastal Sarasota, Florida. A hurricane watch and tropical storm warning are both in effect for the following counties: inland Sarasota, Florida. A tropical storm watch has been upgraded to a tropical storm warning for the following counties: in Florida, DeSoto, RD, inland Charlotte, inland Lee and Polk. A tropical storm watch remains in effect for the following counties: in Florida, DeSoto, RD, inland Charlotte, inland Lee and Polk. Tide forecast.
Okay. So we haven't got the one for coastal Charlotte and coastal Lee.
Low tide Monday at 6:22 p.m.
Alright.
The civil authorities have issued a local area emergency for Sarasota AFL, beginning at 5:52 p.m. and ending at 9:52 p.m. Sarasota County calling for evacuations in Level A starting August 29th. A-box centers open 8 a.m.
Yeah, that's starting to look real familiar.
What? Major flooding is forecast.
Uh-oh.
This approaches the flood record. Where? Apalachee River at Riverview near us 301. When? From Wednesday morning to late Wednesday evening. Impacts at 4.2 feet. Water begins to impact homes on Pine Avenue and Park Drive. Additional details at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Monday. The stage was 0.1 feet. Bankful stage is 4.2 feet. Forecast: the river will oscillate around flood stage on Wednesday with a maximum value of 5.7 feet early Wednesday afternoon. Flood stage is 4.2 feet. Flood history: this crest compares to a previous crest of 6.0 feet on September 26, 2004. https www.weather.gov/safety/. Flood. Stay tuned to further developments by listening to your local radio, television, or NOAA weather radio for further information. Additional information is available at www.weather.gov. The next statement will be issued Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Your coastal waters forecast for the K.
Okay. Got that, and I'm already getting eaten. Oh, this was actually toned out.
Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Naples listening area.
This was a coastal flood warning. It was actually toned out. I got the EOMs.
The following is a coastal hazard message for the following: in Florida, mainland Monroe, coastal flood warning in effect from 8 a.m. Tuesday to 8 p.m. Thursday. Significant coastal flooding expected. The areas affected include mainland Monroe. The hazardous conditions are expected from 8 a.m. Tuesday to 8 p.m. Thursday. Impacts: numerous roads may be closed. Low-lying property including homes, businesses, and some critical infrastructure will be inundated. Some shoreline erosion will occur. Take the necessary actions to protect flood-prone property. If travel is required, do not drive around barricades or through water of unknown depth.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
And this is next.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. Super annoying. Numerous roads may be closed. Low-lying property, including homes, businesses, and some critical infrastructure will be inundated. Some shoreline erosion will occur. Take the necessary actions to protect flood-prone property. If travel is required, do not drive around barren
Should come out in a minute.
water of unknown depth. Here is the hazardous weather outlook for Atlantic coastal waters, southeast Florida, southern Florida, southwest Florida, and Gulf of Mexico. For today and tonight, the National Hurricane Center is...
Here we go. SMW.
Coastal waters from Choctaw to Bonita Beach, Florida, out 20 nautical miles. Coastal waters from East Cape Sable to Choctaw, Florida, out to 50 nautical miles until noon. At 10:36 a.m., severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along a line extending from 33 nautical miles southwest of Captiva to 11 nautical miles southeast of our tower to 15 nautical miles north of Content Keys, moving north at 20 to 25 knots. Hazard, waterspouts. Source, radar. Impact, waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Locations impacted include Choctawloski, Cape Romano, Northwest Cape Sable, Highland Point, Bonita Shores, Marco Island, Shark Point, Cape Romano Aquatic Preserve, R Tower, Naples, Vanderbilt Beach, Middle Cape Sable, D Tower, Whitewater Bay, and East Cape Canal. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Thunderstorms can produce sudden waterspouts. Waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Seek safe harbor immediately. Here is the National Weather Service in Miami has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Collier County in southwestern Florida.
Holy
until 12:15
crud.
p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
While I'm walking, no
Until
less.
11:46 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a waterspout located 11 miles south of Cape Romano, or 17 miles south of Marco Island, moving north at 40 to 45 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, expects damage to mobile homes,
It's on the weaker
roofs,
side.
and vehicles. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Marco Island, Cape Romano, Smarco, and Goodland. Take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 12:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following county: Collier, Florida.
First TOR of this event.
South wind gusts in excess of 50 knots.
That's going to be an aqua blue
Source,
because
radar.
that's my first aqua blue winds in excess. I didn't get the other one, by the way. Alright, let's listen.
Boats could suffer significant structural damage in high winds. Small craft could capsize in suddenly higher waves. Locations impacted include Middle Cape Sable, Shark Point, Whitewater Bay, and Northwest Cape Sable. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter.
Captured. Yeah, it was kind of gusty earlier. Apparently we were getting 50-mile-per-hour winds. So let's now shut this door.
Tornado warning, Collier.
There it goes now. This thing is...
Tornado warning for southwestern Collier County in southwestern Florida until 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 1:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a water spout was located 9 miles south of Cape Romano, over 15 miles south of Mark Island. Winds at 25 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source.
WZJZ. That's why I didn't get that weekly last night.
Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Tree damage is likely. A tornado warning locations impacted until 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Weather alert. Weather alert.
Florida. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the floor of a sturdy building. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following county: Collier, Florida. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor.
Of course, it won't count towards the overall alert.
Until 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following county: Collier, Florida. A tornado warning has been issued until 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following county: Collier, Florida.
Oh, by the way, last night with the Cox Radio Weekly, it was set to 1019. It was meant to be 1015. Just a little add-on to that, because that weekly is going to go in the same compilation. All right, that's that. It's a Taurus C.
Southwestern Collier County in southwestern Florida until 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 1:20 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Doppler radar indicated water spouts located just offshore along the line extending from near Marco Island to near Cape Romano, moving north at 40 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, weather spotters reported water spouts moving onshore. Impact, expects damage to mobile homes, roofs, and vehicles. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Marco Island, Cape Romano, Marco and Newton. Take cover now. Move to an
It has an observed tag, so this is considered a Taurus C.
Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. To report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency. They will send your report to the National Weather Service Office in Miami. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties: Collier, Florida. Protect yourself from flying debris. To report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency. These are the send your report to the National Weather Service Office in Miami. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following county: Collier, Florida.
I'm just going to focus on a couple stations. Yeah. With the new system I have, it's focusing on the alert itself, not by the station. I'm probably just going to do only a couple stations now. Besides Noah. Shut this door. Okay.
5 p.m. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing water spouts was located 9 nautical miles south of the sea tower, moving north at 50 knots. Hazard, water spouts and wind gusts in excess of 50 knots. Source, radar. Impact, waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Boats could suffer significant structural damage in high winds.
SOS light is on.
And suddenly higher waves. Locations impacted include Chokoloskee, Chevalier Bay, Cape Romano Aquatic Preserve, Cape Romano, Naples, Vanderbilt Beach, D Tower, Highland Point, Bonita Shores, and Marco Island. Move to safe harbor until
Weather under a
hazardous
tornado
weather
warning
passes.
observed.
Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter. The National
It's radar indicated.
Service has issued a tornado warning for
National Weather Service has a tornado warning for West Central Collier County in southwestern Florida until 2:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Naples Manor, or near Naples, moving north at 40 miles an hour.
That first part will be
Hazard, tornado. Source, the National Weather Service in Miami has issued a tornado warning for West Central Collier County in southwestern Florida until 2:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Location at 1:43 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. A couple of severe thunderstorms capable of producing tornadoes were located over Naples Manor, or near Naples, moving north at 40 miles an hour. On the lowest floor of a steady building. Tornado. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. To report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency. They will send your report to the National Weather Service office in Miami. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 2:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties: Collier, Florida. Protect yourself from flying debris. To report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency. They will send your report to the National Weather Service office in Miami. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter.
TW area forecast discussion.
A tornado warning has been issued until 2:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following county: Collier, Florida.
Okay, that's that one. And there it goes now. This thing is way too loud when it gets...
The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Collier County in southwestern Florida until 2:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 1:49 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Marco Island Airport, or near Marco Island, moving north at 40 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, the National Weather Service in Miami has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Collier County in southwestern Florida until 2:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 1:49 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Helene, Marco Island Airport, Naples Manor, and Royal Palm Hammock. Take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 2:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following county: Collier, Florida. Take cover now. The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a tornado warning. Mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 2:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following county: Collier, Florida.
New tour gonna come through. Here we go.
southwestern Florida until 2:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight
Weather
Time.
alert. Weather
At
alert.
2:08 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms capable of producing tornadoes along the line extending from Bonita Springs to near East Naples to near Belmead, moving north at 35 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source,
Cord.
Impact, expect damage to mobile homes, roofs, and vehicles.
Just because I turned the TV on.
Damage is likely. Locations impacted include Naples, Golden Naples Estates, Naples Park, Belmead, and Naples Manor. Take cover now.
Coverage.
Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a straight building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest fence or shelter and protect yourself from flooding 35 miles per hour. Hazard until 2:45 p.m. The following counties impact. Expect damage to mobile homes, roofs, and vehicles. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Naples, Golden Naples Estates, Naples Park, Belmead, and Naples Manor. Take cover now. Move to an interior room on the tornado warning has been issued until 2:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties: Collier, Florida. Or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 2:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following county: Collier, Florida.
It's an important time in the gold rush. And when you start reading through some of the pages,
TV alert. We're gonna get some TV alerts too.
what the
So
weather's like, and that's very typical. The other two on
All right.
this side, closer to
USMW from Miami. It's another alpha blue one.
Along the line,
Shut this door.
nuts. Hazard, water spouts and wind gusts in
Nice
excess
tape
of 50
stable, by the
knots.
way.
Source, radar. Impact, water spouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Boats could suffer significant
Zoom lens.
structural damage in high winds. Small craft could capsize in suddenly higher waves. Locations impacted include Middle Cape Sable, Shark Point, Whitewater Bay, and Northwest Cape Sable. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter. A tornado warning remains in effect. Has issued a special marine channel and straight
That's
to
nice.
Florida from Craig Key to Half Moon show out 60 nautical miles. Bay and Gulf side from Craig Key to Half Moon show out. Florida Bay including Barnes Sound, Blackwater Sound, Button Sound.
Okay, turn it off. And this is Key West this time around. You can clearly hear.
At 2:21 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Long Key Viaduct,
This is
moving
another
north at
Uncle Boyle.
45 knots. Hazard, wind gusts in excess of 50 knots. Source, National Weather Service meteorologist. Impact, expect wind gusts in excess of 50 knots and suddenly higher waves. Boats could sustain significant damage or capsize. Location
Be a reliable station right now. Really need to put shoes on. And I just lost.
Service in Miami has issued a special marine warning for Lake Okeechobee until 4:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 3:19 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms capable of producing water spouts were located along a line extending from 6 nautical miles southwest of Moore Haven to near Clewiston, moving north at 50 knots. Hazard, water spouts and wind gusts to 40 knots. Source, radar. Impact, water spouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Locations impacted include Canal Point, Liberty Point, Clewiston, Sandcut, Parkey, Buckhead Ridge, Lake Harbor, Calusa, and Moore Haven. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter. Now for the official National Weather
That was
Service
Lake Okeechobee this time. Clearly 30 seconds later.
Wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar. Impact, expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots.
And I'm getting
Suddenly
wet.
higher waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Now for the official National Weather Service. Winds chill out 20 nautical miles, strength of Florida, Craig Sea to half, winds chill 20 to 60 nautical miles out. Bay of Northside, Craig Sea to half, winds chill up to 5 fathoms. Florida Bay including Barnes Sound, Blackwater Sound, and Buzzard Sound until 5:50 p.m. At 4:08 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located 20 nautical miles south of Marathon House, moving north at 40 knots. Wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Impact, expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly higher waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Locations in the warning include Big Pine Shoal, Annette Key, Bonefish Tower, Tennessee Reef Light, Twin Keys, East Cape Canal, and Money Key. Now for the National Weather Service in Miami has issued a special marine warning for Lake Okeechobee until 4:45 p.m. At 4:13 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along a line extending from 8 nautical miles west of Calusa to near Liberty Point, moving north at 50 knots. Hazard, waterspouts and wind gusts to nearly 50 knots. Source, radar. Impact, waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Locations impacted include Canal Point, Liberty Point, Clewiston, Sandcut, Parkey, Buckhead Ridge, Lake Harbor, Calusa, and Moore Haven. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter. Your coastal waters
For the umpteenth time. Come on. And WWG92 is not being reliable right now. Unfortunately. This may be the last alert I get from on this. Probably will be the last alert I get off this for a while. TOA. Here we go.
The National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch.
time Wednesday for the following county. Tornado watch number 660 has been issued from 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time until 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties in Florida. Tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather. Tornadoes, Charlotte Harbor, and Island Sound. Coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs out 20 nautical miles, and coastal waters from alerts to Lakewood out 20 nautical miles. And listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio, and television outlets or internet sources for the latest severe weather. August 29th. In Sarasota, number 660 has been issued from 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time until 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Wednesday for the following counties. In Florida, Charlotte, DeSoto, and Lee. And the following marine locations, Charlotte Harbor and Pine Island Sound. And coastal waters from Bonita Beach to Englewood out 20 nautical miles.
Okay, till 6 a.m. Yep. And my camcorder is currently uploading stuff. Why isn't it coming through?
Wednesday, tropical storm conditions possible.
Oh, WXKD3 is going to go off to Bonita Beach as well. Oh, the only thing it calls for is water spouts. Oh, it says observed. It's aqua blue already. It hasn't even come through yet. Yes, Bonita Beach to Englewood too. There we go. Now we're going. This is already aqua blue. It's an observed water spout. Okay, the camcorder should be done uploading stuff. Sorry. I would have used that if it wasn't importing the videos I just got. There's Idalia right there. Got 110 mile per hour winds, or 105 according to NHC.
West of our tower, moving north at 25 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater.
It's windy out here.
Source, radar. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. The strong thunderstorm will remain over mainly open waters. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter.
Done. Keep recording until I get back in the room. Okay.
cell tower, moving northeast at 50 knots. Hazard, water spouts and wind gusts to 40 knots. Source, radar.
Probably not the best option to be outside right now.
Easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves.
It's starting to rain.
Locations impacted include our tower. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. You can also share your reports with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter. Now for the official National Weather Service in Miami has coastal waters from Choctawhy to Bonita Beach, Florida, out 20 nautical miles. Waters from Choctawhy to Bonita Beach, Florida, from 20 to 60 nautical miles until 11:15 p.m. At 10:12 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing water spouts was located 11 nautical miles west of our tower. Hazard, water spouts and wind gusts to 40 knots. Source, radar. Impact, water spouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Locations impacted include our tower. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. You can also share your reports with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter.
The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a special marine warning for coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 nautical miles. Waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 to 60 nautical miles until midnight Eastern Daylight Time. At 11:28 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing water spouts was located 28 nautical miles west of Lake Marquis, moving north at 45 knots. Hazard, water spouts and wind gusts to nearly 50 knots. Source, radar. Impact, water spouts can quickly form and capsize boats, damage vessels, and create suddenly higher waves. Make sure all on board are in a secure location and wearing life jackets. Expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly high waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. The severe thunderstorm will remain over mainly open waters. A tornado watch remains in effect until 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the adjacent coastal waters. Seek safe shelter. Mariners can expect gusty winds and increasing waves. Thunderstorms can produce sudden water spouts. Water spouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Seek safe harbor immediately. Your coastal waters forecast for the WWG-59 listening area for the following marine location: Charlotte Harbor at 5:48 p.m. Eastern Daylight. If your home is flooded, avoid flood waters. If possible, take
What we love
shelter in
Eastern Daylight Time.
Avoid windows.
Other locations
We're not as many.
include Frostproof and Avon Park
Move to
Executive.
the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
Warning, yeah.
Tornadoes
You
are
jinxed the whole thing.
difficult to see and confirm at night.
Caught without shelter.
To see over here, the
Mobile
tornado
homes will be damaged
still
or
covered
destroyed.
down. A tornado warning has been issued until 2 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties. Hardee,
This dangerous storm will be near Avon Park around 1:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Other locations in Texas will Executive Airport. Take cover now. If your home is flooded, avoid flood waters. Flying debris will be dangerous to those covered without shelter rooms. Avoid windows or destroyed. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Tornadoes are extremely difficult to see and confirm at night. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 2 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Florida, Hardee, and Polk. If possible, take shelter in an interior room. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Tornadoes are extremely difficult to see and confirm at night. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 2 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Florida, Hardee, and Polk. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 661, effective until 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Florida: Hillsborough, Pasco, Pinellas and Polk, and Tampa Bay waters. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Repeating, Tornado Watch number 661 has been issued until 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Florida: Hillsborough, Pasco, Pinellas and Polk, and Tampa Bay waters. The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Highlands County in south central Florida, northeastern Hardee County in central Florida, southeastern Polk County in central Florida, until 6:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 6:03 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 8 miles west of Avon Park, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. Hazard: tornado. Source: radar indicated rotation. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will
Oh,
occur.
what the hell is this?
Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Avon Park around 6:10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Highlands County in south central Florida, eastern Hardee County in central Florida, south central
Same
County
one.
in central Florida, and northeastern DeSoto County in south central Florida until 6:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 6:03 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 7 miles northeast of Arcadia, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. Hazard: tornado. Source: radar indicated rotation. Tornado warning has been issued. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm
National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Highlands County in south central Florida, eastern Harvey County in central Florida, south central Polk County in central Florida, northeastern DeSoto County in
It's
south
that first
central
warning.
Florida until 6:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 6:03 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 7 miles northeastern Daylight Time for the following counties: DeSoto, Florida. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near. Watch rule around 6:20 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Gardner, Brownville, Cruiseville, Zolfo Springs, Sweetwater, and Avon Park Executive Airport. Take cover now. If your home is flooded, avoid flood waters. If possible, take shelter in an interior room. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 6:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties: in Florida, DeSoto and Harvey.
Really?
The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Highlands County in south central Florida, eastern Harvey County in central Florida, south central Polk County in central Florida, until 6:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 6:19 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 11 miles southeast of Wauchula, moving north at 45 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Avon Park around 6:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Other locations impacted by this tornado thunderstorm include Crooked Lake Park, Cruiseville, Frost Proof, Sweetwater, and Avon Park Executive Airport. Take cover now. If your home is flooded, avoid flood waters. If possible, take shelter in an interior room. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 6:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties: Harvey, Florida. Damage is likely.
Let's do it this way.
This tornadic thunderstorm include Crooked Lake Park, Cruiseville, Frost Proof, Sweetwater, and Avon Park Executive Airport. Take cover now. If your home is flooded, avoid flood waters. If possible, take shelter in roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Avon Park. Shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 6:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties: in Florida, Harvey, and Polk. Take cover now. If your home is flooded, avoid flood waters. If possible, take shelter in an interior room. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties: in Florida, Harvey, and Polk.
Possibly even 45 times. So winds already getting up there in the 40 to 45.
Altitude 28.3 north, longitude 84.5 west. About 197 miles, 318 kilometers northwest of Fort Myers, Florida. About 126 miles, 204 kilometers west-northwest of Tampa, Florida. Idalia is moving toward the north near 15 miles an hour, 24 kilometers per hour.
A northward to north and northeastward motion is expected through morning, with Idalia centered forecast to reach the Big Bend coast of Florida this morning. After landfall, Idalia is forecast to turn toward the northeast and east-northeast, moving near or along the coasts of Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina late today and Thursday. Hurricane...
Oh, I was trying to record that.
The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Highlands County in south-central Florida, northeastern Harvey County in central Florida, southeastern Polk County in central Florida, until 7:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 6:52 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 10 miles west of Sebring, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated location. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will reach Hurricane County in south central Florida, northeastern Harvey County in central Florida, southeastern Polk County in central Florida, until 7:30 a.m. at Avon Park Executive Airport. Take cover now. If your home is flooded, avoid flood waters. If possible, take shelter in an interior room. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 7:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following county: Harvey, Florida. A storm surge warning remains in effect and thunderstorms include Frost Proof, Crisco, and Avon Park Executive Airport. Take cover now. If your home is flooded, avoid flood waters. If possible, take shelter in an interior room. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 7:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties: in Florida, Harvey, and Polk.
Can I record the Idalia statement? Idalia, I don't know how it's pronounced. But then this happens.
Or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 7:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties: in Florida, Harvey, and Polk.
This is what TAE put on their website. And I got Ryan Hall over there on the TV screen.
Thank you very much, Brian.
Winds 125 miles per hour, category 3, but it's just a monster. Within the hour, the station at Keaton Beach said that the sustained winds were 61 miles per hour, gusts to 77. So, you're talking about electrification in your own home, but also when this thing passes, don't go outside and step in any puddles. They could be electrified. This is after the storm is when we see a lot of people and deaths because trees fall, or you step in an electrified puddle, or, use a chainsaw the wrong way. Just let this thing pass, and then don't immediately rush outside, because power will be restored. All these teams are going to move in. The moment this thing passes and it's safe, you're going to have search and rescue, you're going to have FPL, electric companies are going to be coming through to restore power. You don't have to go out there. Let them do their job. But it's a very, very tough time right now in Taylor County as this thing comes ashore because of the storm surge and the winds and near Perry. So just be careful, stay inside until it's safe to go back outside.
And we were just talking about that. You could see the water rushing into, and it's just going up the streets into the city, and it's going well inland. And that's the thing. That's when the houses start to get lifted off their foundations in just a moment's notice. This is crazy. With the maximum sustained winds of 125 miles an hour, Keaton Beach, the official time of landfall was 7:45.
They're pretty close considering we've been hearing 8 a.m. for a long time.
Well, and here's the thing that just showed the satellite a couple of minutes ago, which is something.
Flood warning in effect until 11:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time this morning. Until 11:30 a.m. Flooding caused by excessive rainfall is expected. Where portions of central, south central, and west central Florida, including the following counties: in central Florida, Harvey; in south central Florida, DeSoto; in west central Florida, Mandeville; west until 11:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Until 11:30, flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations is imminent or occurring. Additional details: 8:24 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Doppler radar indicated heavy rain due to thunderstorms. Flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly in the warned area. Between 2 and 2.5 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 3 inches are possible in the warned area. Some locations that will experience flooding include North Fort, Arcadia, Southeast Arcadia, Sweetwater, Brownville, Gardner, Nocatee, Fort Ogden, and Lake City. HTTP www.weather.gov/safety/flood turnaround. Don't travel when encountering flooded roads. Most flood and security vehicles. Your coastal waters forecast for the WXK-83 listening area for the following marine location: Charlotte Harbor and
Aerial flood warning.
Quite a bit of it. In a few minutes, we're going to check in with Pinellas County. The Emergency Management Director and Sheriff Bob Gualtieri are holding an update on all things Hurricane Idalia, so we're going to have that for you in a couple minutes. Also, I'm sure one of the big questions.
That I want to draw your attention to. Like I said earlier, even down into the peninsula of Florida, we're still going to have problems with tornadoes.
Ruskin has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Pasco County in west central. The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Pasco County in west central Florida until 9:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 9:06 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, producing a tornado was located over Zephyr Hills West, or over Zephyr Hills, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. Source: radar indicated rotation. Impact: flying debris will be. If your home is flooded, avoid flood waters. If possible, take shelter in an interior room. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating. Take cover now. If your home is flooded, avoid flood waters. If possible, take shelter in an interior room. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, repeating. The tornado warning has been issued until 9:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following county: Pasco, Florida. The warning has been issued until 9:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following county: Pasco, Florida.
This is for Soto.
A tornado warning for southwestern Harvey County and central Florida, southeastern Manatee County and west central Florida, northwestern DeSoto County and south central Florida, central Sarasota County and west central Florida, until 9:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
rain bands. It's probably the last one.
Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. This dangerous storm is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Arcadia around 9:20 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Other locations limestone in Brazil. If your home is flooded, avoid flood waters. If your home is flooded, avoid flood water in an interior room. If possible, avoid shelter in an interior room. If you are outdoors, avoid in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Until 9:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Florida: DeSoto, Hardee, Manatee, and Sarasota.
Okay. Well, I can turn this thing back on now.
A storm surge warning remains in effect, and a hurricane warning has been replaced by a tropical storm warning for the following counties in Florida: coastal Citrus, coastal Hernando, coastal Hillsborough, coastal Levy, coastal Manatee, coastal Pasco, inland Citrus, and Pinellas.
You may have a doubleheader, I don't know, for the inland counties.
A storm surge warning remains in effect, and the tropical storm warning remains in effect for the following county: coastal Sarasota, Florida. Your coastal replaced by a tropical storm warning for the following counties in Florida: inland Hernando, inland Hillsborough, inland Levy, inland Manatee, inland Pasco, and Sumter. A tropical storm warning remains in effect for the following counties in Florida: DeSoto, Hardee, inland Charlotte, inland Lee, inland Sarasota.
I never showed this, but this is my V15's first, I mean, that first one was, but the other day, but the first tropical related alert.
And coastal Lee.
Alright, that's everything. That was the inland counties. Yeah, yeah, there's the Radicus, the flawed radio. Yeah. So yeah, that's the end of that.
Flood warning in effect until 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this afternoon. Western flooding caused by excessive rainfall is expected. Flooding caused by portions of central, south central, and west central Florida, including the following a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. North radar indicated heavy rain due to thunderstorms. Flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly in the Warren area. Between 2 and 2.5 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the Warren area. Certain locations that will experience flooding include Wauchula, Mayaca, and Mayaca River State Park, Bowling Green, Mayaca Head, Fort Greene, and Dayton River. https www.weather.gov/safety/flood turnaround. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Now for the official National Weather Service. Your local forecast for the WXK.
We have a tornado warning still for Hollywood and Ravenel in Georgia from South Carolina.
Okay. Another aerial flood warning. That's probably from Horse Creek. Yep, Horse.
Flood warning in effect from Thursday morning until further notice. What? Minor flooding is forecast. Where? Horse Creek near Arcadia at SR 72. Where? When? From Thursday morning until further notice.
So we're gonna get Manatee River at Mayaca Head too, so it'll be a doubleheader in WWG 59 only.
Details. 30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Wednesday. The state was 7.5 feet. 30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Wednesday. 12 feet. 7.5 forecast. The river is expected to rise above flood stage tomorrow morning and continue rising to crest of 13.4 feet early Friday afternoon. Continue rising to flood stage 13.4 feet.
At least we can get these out of the way now.
This crest compares to the previous crest of 13.4 feet on September 23rd, 1983. EAS, www.weather.gov/safety/flood turnaround. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Motorists should not attempt to drive around barricades or drive cars through flooded areas. Caution is urged when walking near river banks. Additional information is available at www.weather.gov. The next statement will be issued Thursday morning at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Well, it's gonna be a doubleheader because we got Mayaca Head too. Yep.
Flood warning in effect from Thursday afternoon to tomorrow evening. What? Minor flooding is forecast. Where? Manatee River near Mayaca Head at Senior 64. When? From Thursday afternoon to tomorrow evening.
It's always said senior though.
11 feet. Private road and bridge 1 mile downstream flood. Agricultural. Rural Kibler area begins to flood. Additional details. At 3:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Wednesday, the stage was 7 feet. Thankful stage is 7 feet. Forecast. The river is expected to rise to a crest of 11 feet early tomorrow afternoon. Flood stage is 11 feet. Flood history. This crest compares to a previous crest of 11.1 feet on June 27, 1996. https www.weather.gov/safety/flood turnaround.
Those two.
When encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Motorists should not attempt to drive around barricades or drive cars through flooded areas. Caution is urged when walking near riverbanks. Additional information is available at www.weather.gov. The next statement will be issued Thursday morning at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Your coastal waters forecast for the WWG 59 listening area for the following marine location. Coastal water.
Let's take a look at the scroll on this. The first one should say DeSoto. Then the other one will say Manatee. Yep, DeSoto. And the other one will say Manatee. Oh, that's TRW. Yep. Alright, that'll be it. That's that. Those river flood warnings, which I knew was going to come eventually. I knew Horse Creek, but I didn't know Manatee River too.